Hello decoders, decode this. I was at a live show with Themunchkym and there was a viewer who felt a bit insecure about things like relationships, which ended up being a big discussion, and I wanted to dedicate a particular video in regards to this. Now, to make things clear, I'm 24, I'm single, I have been for almost 3 years, and to be honest, I'm happy. I think the one thing that gets hyped up more than anything when it comes to being in high school or secondary school as it's known here in the UK is the fact that the media really hypes up the importance of being in a relationship at that age, which, truth be told, is far from the truth. In that time period, we're starting to grow and nurture into that aspect where relationships are going to become an eventual important aspect of our lives, but at the same time, it is not the most important thing to occur. And the biggest thing you find is how strong feelings develop greatly and you actually have no control over them. You haven't experienced these before, you don't know what it's like. It really consumes you because you don't know how to control it, and it's something that takes a while to master. I mean, even guys at my age still find it difficult to control certain feelings at times. The important thing that you should be doing at that age is discovering yourself, finding out what are the things that make you and putting them out to their potential, because you are eventually going to reach your pinnacle at some point. If you spend all your time and energy putting yourself into a situation where you want to be in a relationship, you're going to find that in the end, it wasn't worth all that effort. Things come to you when you least expect it, and that's when you tend to appreciate life better for all the small things. And this is exactly why forcing yourself into a relationship can be seen as a bad thing, because you're pushing yourself when you are not physically or mentally prepared to deal with it. And the other thing you'll be asking yourself is, was pursuing the person that you wanted really worth it? Should I have spent more time doing things that I wanted to do? What made me happy, rather than pursuing something that just made me miserable because I wasn't getting what I wanted out of it? It's like in John Green's Looking for Alaska. You've got the character of Miles, who is after the attention of Alaska, that he will be willing to do anything for her because she is one person who is amazingly to be desired. Without spoiling the plot, in the end, he wasn't looking for Alaska. He was looking for himself. And Alaska was representing that in the later stages of the book, that he was trying to use Alaska as a scapegoat when he was really evolving and growing. That Alaska was the person who showed him to the door, and he was the one who had to walk through it, and he discovered himself because of that. Another John Green book, Paper Towns. You've got the character of Quentin, who desires after Margot Roth Spiegelman. When truth be told, he knew nothing about her. He had one of those high school crushes. He wanted to be after her. And as his journey continues on, as he tries to find out the real Margot, he finds that Margot is not all that she's made up to be, that there is so many layers to her. But as he goes along, finding out more about her made him fall more in love with her. And that is how relationships should work, is that it's not what is on the outside, but what's on the inside that counts. At the same time, everyone is going through that phase of growing up as you are. They are discovering things about themselves, and they may not like it. The people that you desire are putting on these fronts so they can cope with the changes that you are going through. You may assume all the popular girls and boys are always going to be happy because they're in relationships and whatnot, when truth be told, they are having just as much of a struggle as you are. They just don't like to admit it, and they have a better way of hiding it. So while being in a relationship isn't a bad thing, it is the constant pursuit of a relationship that can really be the negative factor. People are always going to be with you because of what you are, not what you wish to be. The fact is, the media gives a real false sense of security that you must be in a relationship for certain aspects, when in the end, it is far from the truth. The truth is, in magazines like these, it's mostly about boobs and jokes and what guys are supposed to like, and in the end, it is just a load of horse piss. This is just like nothing but advertisements and also just talking about random things, and in the end, the girls are only saying things that you want to hear. Or in the girl's perspective, you've got things like 50 sex questions you never ask out loud, and I mean, it's just really overhyped. And seriously, you needed 4 or 5 pages to explain that? I could narrow it down into just one sentence, but I'll let you discover that for yourselves. In the end, the media, magazines, 20 best friends can never tell you what the general ruling is of what you should be. There is only one person who can tell you how to be the perfect person for yourself or for anyone that wants to be in a relationship with you. And that is yourself. You are the one person who can only make you happy because you know that what you do is the most fantastic thing you could ever be, and no one can take that away from you. When it comes to being you, much like imagination, there is no limits. Just be what you want to be. Also, don't forget, there's the 3 most important relationships that you will ever need in life. The relationship with your family, the relationship with yourself, and the relationship with your friends. They're the best relationships you'll ever have. So what do you think, decoders? Do you agree or disagree? What do you think about relationships? Decode these thoughts and recode them in the comments to let me know what you think about it. And to all those who are single or in relationships, I wish you all to have a nice day and to take it easy.